Welcome back to the channel. New video, let's go. It's like day 60 of quarantine. I don't know how long we've been in. It feels like forever. But anyways, wanted to get a video out. I was talking about some other video ideas, so this is one of them. Maintaining your car. So if you guys don't know and this is your first time clicking onto my channel, my car is wrapped. I believe the color it's satin dark gray. So it's not like a glossy finish and it's not like a matte finish. It's more of like the in-between, and I would highly recommend, if you like this color and definitely like the finish, I would highly recommend. This is the easiest car to keep clean. I have not washed this car in 7 months, or from the day that I got it wrapped. Never washed this car. Now, some people say that's bad. Some people say it doesn't really matter. I would say it doesn't really matter. Washing, I'm not wasting water. I'm just using products. It's like if you did a waterless wash. It's the same type of that stuff, but I would highly recommend not using a waterless wash on like a normal gloss finish of your car from the factory, because you end up scratching it. So there's like a whole process, and I'm just sitting in the car right now to let's go over the processes that you would do normally, and then I'll show you how you do it real quick. So if your car was just normal paint, it's from the factory, and you had dirt sitting on it, I purposely didn't wash this car. I usually I technically don't wash my car anymore. I wipe down my car every other day. It's because I like to keep it clean. It doesn't let any of the debris stick to the wrap. So as long as you maintain it really good, your wrap will stay really nice. I've only had the one problem I've had with this wrap is something hit the front of my car, cut it right there, hit the side, and then I have a couple corners peeling, but I bought some glue. So anything other than that, this is the easiest thing you can do to wash your car. So you get a rag, you spray the stuff on it, and you wipe it down. That's literally all you have to do when you have a wrap. But if we were talking about if you had your car from the factory and it had normal paint on, what I would highly recommend is you invest in a pressure washer. You can get I'm using a 15-year-old one that I've had it was sitting in my garage, hasn't been used for 2.5 years, pulled the ripcord, started up right away. Might not be the same with everyone else's. Sometimes it gets gummed up and you have to do that. But honestly, anything that pushes out, I think mine's 1500 psi or something like that, it needs to be power enough to get the dirt off. So usually when you don't wash your car, the debris starts to stick to the paint. It's technically not the paint, it's the clear coat. So it sticks to the clear coat. And what you want to do, why I wouldn't recommend waterless washing, is when you spray it on there and then you wipe it over, all you're doing is dragging the dirt across the clear coat. So obviously the clear coat it's easily damaged. So what you would be doing is you'd be creating swirl marks and stuff that you wouldn't want to see in your paint. The whole reason you can do this on this wrap is if we come out here, there is no clear coat. If you look at this, I could wipe my finger, which I wouldn't do if this was on my paint or right here. So this is technically my factory paint. So I would not want to do this right here. But right here, look, you picked up the dirt right there. It's not going to affect the finish of the wrap. Now you can if you push too hard. So if I went right here and pushed really hard and wrapped around it, you'd probably see a streak. It wouldn't be that noticeable, but you would definitely see it. So I left everything dirty. You can see it got on my finger, left all the rims dirty. So I'll show you through the process that I do to basically keep my wrapped car clean and make it last as long as possible. So the first thing we're gonna do is I'm gonna not start my car. So I gotta be kind of quiet. My mom is working in the house and she is a court reporter. So if you don't know what that is, she basically has to listen to people testify under oath, and then she writes down everything they say. Damn, no power steering sucks. Okay, that should be far enough, and I'm kind of blocking the sidewalk, so let's get this done real quick. All right, now it comes time to what chemicals should I use? And people become very biased when it comes to these things. They'll be like, oh, let's only use Jack's Wax. Oh, let's only use chemical guys. Guys, they're all the same fucking thing. They'll just charge you more and they'll say it does some different stuff. People have done comparisons on this and they've figured out oh, wow, this does the same thing, but I'm paying $40 more for the same bottle that's about this size. It really, some products will definitely perform less. So obviously you can test them out and see which ones works best, but I would highly recommend not just go into the main brands, the most expensive ones, and be like, oh, because they're more expensive, they're gonna work better. So when I'm working on my car, the first thing I use is Optical Select High Gloss Paint Spray Sealant. Basically, this is just like when you finish the car, when you're working on normal paint, and you cleaned it and everything, you dried it off, maybe you put some small wax on it, you would spray this over that and it would create like an extra barrier. But what I use, since this is a wrap, and technically I don't want to wax the wrap, I use this as my spray to wipe everything off, and it leaves a nice like finish on it. It's basically what you would use like as your glass cleaner, but it's for a wrap. The other thing I use is the glass cleaner. So this is from Shine and Supply. This is more concentrated than what you need it to be. Let me find my bottle. It should be right here. Ah, I left it inside the car. All right, so inside, and now my car is locked. I forgot we just did a photo shoot and I left this stuff inside, so I might have to make a new bottle. But so what I do is I would definitely recommend a bottle that has indicators on like ratios. So this one is from Chemical Guys. I love all products, so I'm not really biased towards one. I like some more than others, but this one is a really good one. So I would fill up the glass cleaner to 1/8 and then fill all the way to the bottle, the rest of the bottle all the way to the top with water. So there, and this works really, really well. The other thing, so this is the small bottle of VO7 high gloss spray. So I basically got the small bottle and then the big bottle to refill. Damn, there's like fucking everything going on today. Helicopters and shit messing up my video. So small bottle, then I got the big one to fill it up, and basically this has lasted me 6 months. So every other day I'm spraying it. Usually, I don't know how long this would last you, but it lasts pretty long. So let's grab this and go out there. Messing up my video. All right, sorry, the helicopter finally left. I don't know what's going on. There's cop and fucking people following it. Okay, so the best example of where you can scratch like your clear coat that I would give you, like if I wasn't paying attention up here. So this splitter, I didn't really care about like keeping it that clean. I would wipe it off, but like it wasn't like a huge thing to keep it clean. So if you can look like really closely, you can see that there's some scratches from me just like straight up wiping it. So what I did previously, and it looks nice for a while when this car wasn't wrapped, is I would spray it down with the pressure washer, and then it would get all the dirt that was kind of stuck there, because the pressure washer would have high force to get everything off that usually you would use to like when you're wiping it. And then when you went over it, you would have less scratches. Obviously, anytime you touch the paint, you're basically going to scratch it. It doesn't matter how much care you do. Like, you're talking anyone with black cars, they're always constantly, if they're like show cars, they're always buffing them. So stuff like that's for like more advanced videos that I'll probably be doing later on, is showing you how to like two-step correct your stuff depending on how bad the scratches are. People always ask me what kind of towels do I use. Most of my towels are from Chemical Guys. There's really no bias on like which towels work better. Some of them will pick up more water than others, and sorry, my garage is like a huge mess. And here's my 15-year-old power washer. Basically, this is the one I would use all the time. It's really thick. It's microfiber, obviously. Microfiber are the best ones. These ones I have been using a lot, and they're really soft. They pick up a lot of water, and I believe they are off Amazon. So these ones were really nice, worked out. Some of these are like my buffing towels, stuff like this, and then you have your pads. This is the applicator. It's a little dirty. I might have to get rid of this soon because I have been using it a while. And then these, when you're washing your car, I would definitely recommend these. I think they have a version 2. This is a woolly mammoth towel. It is very thick. It picks up a lot of water. So basically, when you're like washing your car, you would just lay it on top and slide it over. You wouldn't push or anything to like scratch your car, because the more pressure you apply, the more chances you have of scratching it. So basically, you would set it on there and literally pull it, all the water would come off. So now what we're gonna do is, I like cleaning everything else around the car and then go with the glass. So let's keep this here. We'll use this one. All you gotta do, I'm not gonna record the whole thing because obviously that'd be really boring and you guys wouldn't want to watch it. This is all I do. Nice and clean. I can't feel anything stuck to it. That's the nice thing. This finish also has a high repellent. I wouldn't know what to call it. It's like basically stuff doesn't stick to it very easily. Like I had bird shit. I think it was on the other side. I had bird shit on here and I didn't spray anything onto it. Basically wiped over it, came right off. So definitely recommend this type of wrap. So let me get everything wiped off of just the wrap, and then we'll work onto the windows. All right, now I say she's looking pretty good. Dude, this guy right here fucking idling his car for a good 10 minutes and it is 80 degrees out. Like, bruh, your car does not need to warm up that long. So I kind of accidentally already started doing the windows because it's just a habit. When I start doing the car, I kind of finish it. So let me just mount you up with it. It's basically like any other window cleaner, but some work better than others because this one doesn't leave streaks. Get a nice good mist on there, you know. Oh, look at that. Nice and clean. That's all you gotta do. Alright, so that's basically, I'm going to keep this as short as possible because if I do this in multiple videos, it might be better. So that's basically the outside. Otherwise, you're literally cleaning. I clean the wheels the same way I clean the paint. So I'm not going to go over that. It's very simple. Some tools I would recommend if I don't even have it. It's like an angle brush, and you can get it in the back here to get into the drum to actually clean out all that stuff, because I would recommend cleaning your drum, otherwise it just cakes and cakes on dirt over time. And then it gets to a point where like, shit, I gotta take off the wheel to clean it. So you don't really want to do that unless like you're a perfectionist and like you take off your wheels all the time and clean them on the inside. But other than that, I hope you guys enjoyed this video, and I'll see you in the next one. Peace. Keep looking for part 2. We'll do the inside, shampoos, all that good stuff. Get down to the nitty-gritty.